Hello, my name is Gerald Reiner. I'm the Director of Purchasing for the County of Bergen. We are here for two bid openings. Just try to find them in my system real quick, so that way we can get this taken care of. So, first one, wiretapping, which ends at noon. And the second one was Rockleigh Demolition Project, which opened up at 11:30. Not opened. This is the opening, but it closed at 11:30. So let me just go through, and I just want to make sure. All right, there we go. Use the echo. That's one of the fun things of digital technology, is that it doesn't always work out the way you want it to. So first things first, I'm going to go and share the screen so that way you can see what is going on of the Rockleigh Demolition project. So as you can see, this project is pending review by me before being released to viewers. So I'm just going to double check on the people, just make sure I'm putting as a reviewer. I'm not, so I just have to do this quick digital thing to make sure that I can do this. Go to hide. And then just so everyone can see, go to submissions. Submissions here, you're going to see that there are 4 bidders: Carvella, IBN Construction Corp, Newberry Environmental Corp, and Two Brothers Contracting. At this time, no bids can be opened until they go through this next step. So this next step, I'm going to go to the evaluation groups. What I'm going to do is I'm going to release it. It's going to give me a little notification that says, are you sure that you want to do this? Auto score criteria, blah, 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 blah. I click OK. This big blue will go away. I now go back to submissions. There's one more step that I could do before I can really start going any scoring, and that is a declaration. I just have to sign that I do not have a conflict of interest with any of these firms. At this point, I'm going to go into what's called the scorecard. It's just going to let me see the pricing very quickly to really go through and identify. And we are going to So this is just a little confusing. So in the instructions to bidders, we told all bidders that this allowance, they were supposed to put $1 in for the general allowance. So what I'm going to do is, I cannot change that. Hold on, let's see. How can I do that? I am a little confused. So we have a little bit of a problem because our number is not going to show up the right way. So let me see if I can see what happened here. Here we go. For some reason, they put the unit price as 120,000. That is not what we needed. We needed the unit price to be $1. Again, in the instructed bidders, all bidders were going to put $1 in. So we're going to reduce it. There is a way to reduce it. Maybe there isn't a way to reduce it. Here we go. Let me see if that lets me do it. Hopefully it does. And it doesn't. Not what I need it to do, at least. So this is just interesting. I'm sorry, I haven't encountered this yet, so that's why I'm just kind of delaying. So right now, what the system is saying is that, you know, the lowest apparent bidder is IBN Construction Corp. However, though, with the allowance being calculated incorrectly for this other vendor, I believe they are the lowest bidder. But let me just do the math. 314,123 plus 120, 123. So they have bid a total of $434,000, $434,000. So that would make them the apparent lowest bidder. There is supposed to be a way that I can edit this, but I'm not sure how to. So I don't want to really I don't want to spend too much time on this right now. In reality, again, based on the lowest base bid is Caravella Demolition. So let me just, while we do that, let me just go and I'm going to just lock this and go back to the project. Not going to really play around with it right now because when I download it to send to council, I can make the adjustment. Again, all bidders were instructed to put $1 and therefore they will put $1 in. So let's just go through their documents to make sure everything is accurate. So Caravella, ownership disclosure. It appears accurate and complete. Someone is trying to call me. Sorry about that. I ran disclosure. Bid bond. Let's see. Bid bond. Very simple, straightforward bid bond. No conditionality that I see. It appears acceptable. No subcontractors are being listed. Federal Department form. It's not debarred, which is always a good sign. Again, we're just going to go through the identification of subcontractors just to be sure. And okay, so we have some subcontractors listed, but we don't have documentation right now. Let me just double check. Sorry for the lapse in silence. It's just these things happen. So we don't have subcontractor backup identified and filled out. We're going to have to just verify that they are registered time of bid in order to proceed. So right now, the apparent low bidder is Caravella at the sum that was stipulated before. And then I'm going to just stop sharing. So the next bid I'm going to open is going to be language and wiretap. And submissions. Same thing as before. Actually, I have to refresh the screen because now it's past noon. And it'll give me the same alerts that it gave me before. So just go to people. And reviewers, actually, for some reason, Lori, she is a person that works in the prosecutor's office. She would not be a reviewer in this instance, but I'm going to leave it there. It's not going to hurt. What I'm going to do is then we go to evaluation groups and release. And we're going to go to submissions, declarations, hide. And then we're going to go to scorecard, and we're going to see the initial 12-month period. And it appears that language line is the lowest bidder. We're just going to go to one vendor just to do that. There's no optimal. Okay, so there's a couple of ties up, and then we have some no bids, so it's no big deal. So we're just going to accept that. It's not a big deal. It appears that they're the lowest. Back to project. And that's really it. It's language line services. Not much else to see. So at this point, I'm going to stop sharing, and I'm going to end this